I thought that was Vern or somebody.
Vern is over here squeaking. Okay, LaVerne.
Okay.
Let's see.
What would you like to know?
You have had a very interesting life, too. Where'd you meet Jim Bob?
Well, let me tell you where I first came from.
Okay.
I was born at our house in Van Horn.
I remember
And
hearing
we
that.
lived there till I was in the middle of 6th grade. And Mama had lived there all her life, and we had to go because of her health. And we moved to Kerrville.
Now, why was Kerrville better? It had all.
Well, she
That's
lived.
like
She
asthma.
Well,
had asthma and hay fever, and the doctor said she had to change the climate. Well, if you've been to Van Horn, you know it's different than
dusty.
Kerrville.
Yeah, but it's. I know Kerrville for a time was supposed.
Goldenrods was one of the things.
Oh, okay. I know Kerrville used to be advertised as the healthiest climate in the
Well,
world.
it depends on what you're allergic to.
I guess so.
You know, like a cedar.
They're bad at that. but-
Yeah. So
Okay, so you moved to Kerrville in 6th grade.
and went and as Jim Bob said, I graduated from Privy High.
I remember y'all's house. I don't know if you always lived in that great big old Victorian house.
On
Robinson?
830 Robinson
Yeah.
Street.
I love that house.
Now, when we came to Kerrville, we lived at the old airport house between Ingram and Kerrville.
Huh.
But Colleen would have to go to Tivy, and we'd have to go to Ingram.
Oh, okay.
So they moved us to Main Street. And we lived there, and Daddy bought that house, and he redid it on Robinson. And
Okay.
so then we moved there and lived there till after I graduated.
Yeah.
And they sold it. Moved out on the Ingram Highway.
Yeah. Tell me about your siblings. I remember your mother and your father. Your mother was a precious
She
lady.
had one each.
One each of what?
Parents.
Oh,
Father.
well, you never know
Yeah,
nowadays.
that's right. Or whether you have one.
Oh,
I have an older sister, Colleen. She's just say a couple of 3 weeks younger than Jim Bob.
yeah.
And then I have another sister, Jean, who is 2 years older than me, and then my sister, Jo Gale, who is 2 years younger than me. And then when I was 8 years old, we had a brother,
I remember him.
and he got
They found
away.
him under Alvarado Bear.
He got
okay.
away with lots of things that we didn't get away with, you know.
That's
He
way
was-
with Huff. He had 7 sisters.
Well, I mean, he was so much younger.
Yeah,
See, Joe
well-
Gale, Joe Gale was 6 years old, and I was 8, I guess.
Yeah,
And he was the boy, you know.
right.
So
That's
anyway,
pretty special.
he's
after
the
all
only
those
one
girls.
that's dead.
That was sad. I
He
remember
died
that.
just before he was 50.
Yeah.
So
Well, you got your, or to me, I've always thought you got your talent and your artistic skill from your mother, because she did a little of everything just like you.
she did a lot of different things, and
Yes, she
I
did.
grew up doing things,
Right.
making things. Yeah. But not a very good housekeeper. I say it's all her
Well,
fault.
I have never thought that was very high on my list.
Well,
Evidently it wasn't.
sometimes it is.
No.
Yes.
I think I never pay any attention to anybody's house.
Yeah, but it can get too much, and when you start trying to
Well, we're too old to worry about keeping house. That's
yeah, but
for
I'm
darn
trying
sure.
to get things out, and all I do is get them out to box them up, and then there they sit.
Well, that's all right. Or if you're like me, you keep going to garage sales buying more crap. But
No, I only bought one thing from Lil, and she didn't let me pay for it.
really, well, that was good. What'd you get?
Well, it was, Mayla said, you know what that is? And I said, no. And she said, well, it's a barbecue chicken cooker.
Oh,
It's a pan with 2 things, you know, I guess you stick the chicken over.
yeah,
And I'd been wanting something
Oh,
to
I've seen
put
those.
water in for some of the birds.
yeah.
And that was exactly, and so I said, you don't know what I'm getting this for. She said, well, you can have it for nothing.
Well,
So
good. They
I
did
visited
that.
with them mostly.
Well, me too. Okay.